have 3 different riverbeds, as we talked about yesterday, okay? I need everybody's eyes on me. I need everybody sitting at the table ready to learn. Okay. This, you will see it says Riverbed Floodplain Experiment. The first question, on your own, you need to answer that first question right now. And if you are virtual, same thing. Pull up the activity from yesterday that's on Seesaw. The first question says, what might be dangerous about flooding? Grace, do you have a pencil or do you need to borrow one? 3, 4, you guys can go back to your desk if you want. All right, pass these around. I don't know if I have enough because we got extra friends in person. I wasn't planning on having. Okay. Hang on. Who's someone's on Zeke? You need one, and then Riley is gonna need one. And hang on. How many people I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1 for you, 1 for you. I have exactly enough. Yay. Okay. So answer question 1. What is dangerous about flooding? Answer that. No, I don't want you to talk to me. I want you to write this down because this is going to be for a grade. This paper we're filling out is for a grade. So you are doing it on your own. And I'm going to be kind of guiding you through it as we go. So you're going to be filling this out. Then we're going to experiment. Then we're going to fill this out. Then you're going to experiment. Okay. So we're going to be going back and forth between this worksheet and the actual experiments today, okay? Then, number 2, it says form a hypothesis. Do you guys remember what is a hypothesis? Fiona?
Like an educated guess.
Perfect, it's an educated guess. So Riverbed 1, let me find Riverbed 1 and remind us all which one that looks like. It's the one that's mostly straight, okay? This is Riverbed 1. And I want you to write down a hypothesis. If it's just a gentle stream of water going through this river, what will happen? Will any of the houses that are on the sides of it be affected? So remember that River 1, they have put some houses on it. And let me grab actual River 1 so that we can all look at it. I don't have houses planted on the side yet. Let's maybe stick some in there. This side, I think it's 3. All right. Here is our actual riverbed number 1. Let me present so that everybody can see it close.
And then yourself, you mean?
Yep, that's what I meant. All right, here is actual riverbed number 1. It's a mostly straight river, 5 houses along the riverbanks. Okay, it's a pretty wide riverbed with a gentle stream. What do you think is going to happen? That is part 1, form a hypothesis. Okay. And then, what do you think is going to happen with a heavy stream of water? Like it was raining yesterday. Heavy rains, heavy stream. What is going to happen with this river with a heavy stream? Write your hypothesis for heavy stream. Riverbed 1. Okay. Everybody should be writing their answers for hypotheses for riverbed 1, slow stream, and heavy stream. And if you've already done this, virtual friends, then you are just ahead. Wait for us to catch up. Okay. Give you a couple more minutes. And we'll get our stream. Do you think the water will flow out of the riverbed? Do you think any of the houses will be destroyed? What are you thinking? All right, how many people are still working on their hypotheses on this one? Okay, finish up. I'll give you just like a couple more minutes.
So we're doing it.
Miss Bob.
We're going to do it several times. Yep. Yes, Josie.
That was me.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Like our volume's down and they're loud in here. I apologize. What's up?
So, what is every question I have to answer right now?
You already have answers on everything?
No, not that. What is every question I'm supposed to answer and not supposed to?
Okay, so far I'm telling you as we go which ones to answer. So far you should have answered the very first one, what might be dangerous about flooding? And then where it says riverbed 1, okay. What will happen with a gentle stream? So you're putting your guess. What do you think will happen if there is a gentle stream running through this river? Okay. And then the next one that says, what will happen if there is a heavy stream through this river? Okay. All right. Now we're going to form our hypotheses about the next river, riverbed 2. Riverbed 2 is the one that started out wide, gets narrow in the middle, and then gets wide again. Same thing. Gentle stream, heavy stream. You've got 2 questions on that. What do you think will happen? I didn't put the houses on here. Hang on.
And also you have to pin yourself.
Oh, no, I broke the roof. That was for sure trouble.
Why would you say to your no roof and rain for the first one?
It's not actually going to rain. I'm just going to pour it in the river. All right. Here comes this one. All right, this is riverbed 2. This is what it looks like, guys. Let me pin myself for all of you.
I just stay pinned.
All right. They've got 6 houses. It gets narrow, or it's wide. Gets narrow right in between these 2 houses, and then it gets wide again at the bottom. So what will happen with a gentle stream? How will the river be affected? How will these houses be affected? And then if there is a heavy stream, what is going to happen? So hypothesize for riverbed number 2. Is the water going to stay in the river like it's supposed to? Where will it come out of the riverbed? Okay, hang on. All right. No, not yet, but sit down because we're going through some questions and you guys are going to have to catch up. Okay? Have a seat. Oh, you already got him on? Okay, good, because I thought I had. Grab a pencil, head over. All right. I had a few friends missing. They're catching up real quick, so bear with us. Sean, Sue, hurry.
Yeah, right here.
All right, so you guys that are just getting here, watch out. You about took out your friend. The very first question, what is dangerous about flooding? Answer that really quickly. All right, the rest of you are finishing your hypotheses for a gentle stream and a heavy stream for riverbed number 2. Now, for river 1, those of you, I'm catching up my friends that weren't here, Sean and Riley. Your next question says, what if there's a gentle stream through riverbed number 1? How will the river be affected? Will the water stay in the river if it's just a gentle stream? How will the houses be affected if it's just a gentle stream? Then your next question says, what if there's a heavy stream in riverbed 1? Okay, so this is riverbed 1. What do you think will happen? Hypothesize riverbed 1. If there's a gentle stream going through this one, is the water going to stay in the riverbed? How will the houses be affected? What do you think? You're putting your educated guess, your hypotheses, what's going to happen Okay. Gentle stream and then a heavy stream. Let me show them this one. Okay. Now, for everybody else, while they're getting caught up, now we need riverbed 3. Oh boy!
Oh, no.
Hang on, I gotta poke these houses down in there a little bit. Calm down, guys. First off, riverbed 3 is heavily populated. Not sure what's going on, but everybody wanted to live next to this meandering little river here. I'm poking those houses down so they don't just wash completely away.
Oh my.
It is very heavily populated here on Riverbed 3.
house behind the box.
Okay. Riverbed 3 is the meandering stream. I think you can see it starts up here and goes around, and back out down at the bottom. Gentle stream, what's going to happen to the river? Gentle stream or heavy stream, what's going to happen? Are these houses going to be affected? The heavily populated river number 3. I think somebody's in trouble.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Now, if you are sure, no, the answer is not yes. The answer to none of these is yes.
You have to have a.
What will happen? Yes. No. Your answer is not yes or no on any of these. A hypothesis cannot be yes or no. You are telling me what do you think will happen?
Because you could be saying yes to it will flood or yes to.
Well, will flood. Yeah, I don't know. You need to write complete sentences on here. Guys, this is for a grade. So, Riverbed 1, Sean and Riley, is the straight river. Gentle stream, heavy stream. What's going to happen? Okay, hang on. Riverbed 2, this is Riverbed 1, straight river. If I just pour a gentle stream through here, it's going to overflow with just a gentle stream and a straight river. You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's going to happen with a heavy stream if I really pour it?
People will need boats.
Okay.
We don't have boats.
So go in order. So this is a gentle stream, this is a heavy stream in the straight river. Okay. All right. Is everybody getting their hypotheses? At this point, you should have hypotheses written for all 3 rivers. For a gentle stream, what would happen? And for a heavy stream, what should happen? Okay. Riverbed 1 was the straight river. Riverbed 2 was the one that was wide, narrow, wide. And Riverbed 3 is the meandering one that went all through the heavily populated village of Beachtown.
Puzzle piece.
Okay.
Puzzle piece.
All right. Here comes the rain.
Right.
All right. You guys need to keep hypothesizing. So after you write about Riverbed 1, what you think is going to happen, Sean, this is what Riverbed 2 looks like. It is wide, it's narrow, and gets wide again. What do you think is going to happen? Be specific. It's going to flood at the wide part. It's going to flood at the narrow part. Like, be specific in those hypotheses. All right. I better move all these papers. I told you guys to clear off your desk. I better clear off my desk.
Wait, Miss Val, there's gonna be a hole, so that means
There's going to be a hole.
there's holes in it.
Oh no, Mr. R cut holes in this too. He went whole crazy. All my tubs.
No, this one.
Yeah, all of those have holes in them because Mr. R was like drilling like a crazy man. Hang on.
Dylan, just take a pen.
I got sunshine.
I am sunshine. What are you doing?
No, I got an empty bucket. I got an empty bucket. It's really dirty, but I got it. Okay. This is gonna catch all my flood water. Okay. Oh my gosh, my house is in the river to begin with. Don't be in the river to begin with. That's already a problem. Okay. All right, that's the wrong one to start with anyway. Okay, everybody. Oh, sorry. Yes, go ahead.
So it says what will happen with a heavy stream. But which are we doing the first river?
Okay, yes. So now, for us, it's page 2 that says collect data. Okay, this is the next step of our scientific method, collect data. And the first question is for Riverbed 1, the straight one. And we're going to watch and see what happened with the gentle stream. How was the river affected, and how were the houses affected? How many of the houses, if any, were affected? So here we go. Observing a gentle stream through the river. Are you ready? I'm going to do my best to do gentle stream. Hang on. Come on in. I can't get you guys closer. Hang on. Shh. What's in the box? Okay, here we go. Gentle stream. I'm going for gentle. Can you guys see what's happening? I know it's hard on the video. Gentle stream. The water is staying in the riverbed. It hasn't left the riverbed at all. It's just trickling, okay? Everybody good with that?
Yeah.
Everybody could see that okay? I can get a little closer if I need to. Here we go.
Miss Brad, did we change our hypothesis?
No, you don't change your hypothesis. Your hypothesis is your hypothesis.
That the heavy one?
All right, here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Heavy.
Oh, yeah, it's flooding. I don't see it flood anymore. Oh, there it's flooding. It's flooding. It's like pretty bad. It's flooding. We should have built road lines.
All right. Now, there was a little that kind of splattered out from where I was pouring, but for the most part,
It didn't flood.
it didn't really like flood. None of the houses fell over.
But it did flood. Your angle in real life, that would
Okay.
be really bad.
Is this a perfect experiment? My angle is going to be slightly different because I'm holding it instead of actually propping it up on something. But,
Be different, though.
okay.
That's obviously more water.
all right. So, I know on the video it's a little hard to tell. Josie, you made river number 2, didn't you? Did you make wide, narrow, wide? Is that the one you made? Okay. So, answer on Riverbed 1, collect data. What happened with the gentle stream and what happened with the heavy stream for Riverbed 1? Answer. Be as specific as you can. Riverbed number 1. Answer what happened.
Were any of the houses really affected?
Some of them are damp at the bottom, but none of them are majorly affected.
And they would be built.
Kind of like the basements might have some water in it,
So mildly
but
flooded.
mildly, if that. There's no standing water on the land at this point. It all like eventually washed back out.
Like kind of like
Okay.
decoration.
Yep, there you go. All right, so now we're heading to riverbed number 2, which is wide, narrow, wide.
Let me tell you something. So there was a creek right next to my dad's house, and it flooded our whole house, even though I wasn't there.
Wow. All right, here we go. Riverbed number 2. So now we are looking at on your sheet where it says riverbed number 2. What happened with a gentle stream?
Oh, it's fine.
Okay, here we go. Riverbed number 2. So far, everything's pretty good.
Well, look at all the droplets.
Okay. All right, gentle stream. Everybody's mostly okay?
Oh, it did a little bit.
I missed. I spilled. All right, here we go. Right, what happened with gentle stream?
No.
Riverbed 2, what happened with gentle stream? Write that down. As far as I can tell, no house is affected. Pretty much stayed in the riverbed. I'm actually surprised. I thought this was going to flood with even a gentle stream.
It did a little bit, but you missed it.
The little bit that came out at the end was Miss Bab error.
I would have thought in the narrow it would.
And this river is more shallow than the first one, so I thought that was going to cause a problem too. But so far, so good.
I think you need to pour a little more in it.
All right, heavy stream. Ready? Everybody ready? Here we go.
Oh yeah! Destroy houses. That one house like there was in danger. The basement. Looks like all of them got flooded. You're out of water?
That was all my water for that one. Okay. All right. This house actually has water inside of it, like in there.
One flooded a lot.
All of them got hit by the water at some point. But this one's got, I would say, moderate to severe damage because it literally has standing water inside of it right now.
Yeah, it would have been at least covered the basement in real life.
Yeah, its basement is flooded for
Miss
sure.
Fab, I did the experiment, and I have my bowl with water in it, and my cats are drinking out of it.
I love that. Did yours flood, Josie?
I thought cats hate water.
Well, I have this cup, so it was a very big, and it was kind of hard to control, and I poured it in, I think, the wrong places, so it didn't really work, but, well, now I get to see my cats drinking clay water.
There you go. I'm sure they'll be fine. That's hilarious. All right. So write down. All right, guys. Write down what happened with heavy stream for Riverbed 2. DJ.
When it floods from the rain, it wouldn't just be on one spot of the river. It would be on all spots. So we would have to have, so in order to actually make it an actual thing, you would have to have it go, like there would have to be a cup that you could pour water everywhere.
Yeah, I can't do that. So we're just pretending how water flows through the river. All right. Now, Riverbed 3, the meandering river.
Yeah.
Deep breath.
It's
Here we go.
shallow and it's like not that wide. I'm scared. I'm a different.
All right, sorry.
Dumping water.
Guys, calm. Chill. Here we go. All right. Riverbed number 3.
Use lots of water on this tree.
Gentle stream.
No. It's pretty peaceful. It really is.
I'm actually impressed. It's all staying in there with a gentle stream.
Miss Bad, you missed a little bit.
That first house that's getting taken out is because I'm not pouring really good.
That one doesn't better.
Okay, so gentle stream, it actually is staying in the riverbed unless Miss Bab pours incorrectly. I am actually really impressed. All houses safe with a gentle stream.
It's about it not being accurate. It's because it's
I have a feeling though, sir, so I'm going to be some problems here in a minute. Grace is like, bring it. Oh, Grace is here in person, by the way, virtual friends. She's randomly here today. Yay, Grace. All right, DJ, yes.
That's because of how rivers work in real life. That's why they're always so like they go one way and they go the other.
Yeah, this is way more real life. Okay, here we go. Ready? Did you write down what happened with gentle stream for River 3? Okay. Here we go, heavy stream.
Hey, we can't see it. 3, 2, 1, go. We can't see all of it. There we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Go. Oh, yeah, I saw it. It's breaking through houses. I love it. Oh my God! This is so funny! What do you want? Yeah, I might come over. That one house is moving a little bit. I can see it. Oh yeah, one of the houses is about to be taken over. Keep on doing it.
No.
Go get more.
All right, so houses that were damaged. This guy is mostly because I was pouring right on it. This guy. He was getting hit from me pouring. But the water was jumping out of the riverbed right at the beginning, and it was hitting all 3 of these inside the curve, and it was definitely hitting this guy and this guy. This guy's got standing water.
Water coming out of that one house.
Yeah, there's water in this house, and there's water in this house.
So the other house.
Um,
That one right there. The green.
This one?
Yeah, there's water coming out of that one. I can
Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, quite a few houses with damage here. All right, with heavy streams. Now, guess what?
Yeah. Do we get to build on monetary?
Now I am going to
In wetlands?
number 4. Part 4 says analyze and draw conclusions. And you're going to think about all 3 riverbeds. How could an engineer help protect the houses during a flood? So think about those things that we talked about. Levees, help with rivers. Putting houses on stilts helps with rivers. Okay, those were the 2 things that we talked about that help. A levee would be like if you built up the sides of the river, so the sides of the river were taller. Putting houses on stilts is toothpicks here in class. So I'm going to give each group back their riverbed, and they're going to have 5 minutes to put houses on stilts or build levees or whatever they think they need to do, or nothing, so that they can further save these houses from a flood. But first things first. First things first. You need to answer question 4, which is how are you going to save each river? So think about river 1, the straight river, what happened with it? What do you need to do to save anybody, if anything? If they were fine, then put nothing. We're good. River 2 was the wide, narrow, wide. What do you need to do to save that one? And river 3, the meandering river. What do you need to do to save those houses? So answer questions 4. Hi, I asked you to answer questions 4. Some of you are sitting there staring at me right now, and you're supposed to all be writing on question 4. How would you save it? Remember, we talked about a seawall. Why would we not use a seawall? Fiona?
It's a river, not a sea.
This is not the sea. This is just a river. The seawall is for the oceans and like giant waves. Okay, they're for storm surges on the ocean. This is not an ocean, right? It's just a little river. Why would we not worry about grasslands and building marshes?
That's for storm surge.
That's also for a storm surge, okay? So the options was 2 of the options that we talked about already were stilts and levees, okay? So I'm going to get the stilts out.
The toothpicks. What she said.
And I'm going to get, after you answer question 4, then you guys are going to have just a couple of minutes, like 5 minutes tops, to make some changes, and then we're going to run the experiments again. But you only get 5 minutes to change your riverbeds around, okay? There's the meandering river, and here are, for the levees, you'll just have to kind of pinch up the sides of your river to make them taller. And then I can give you stilts.
It's wet.
You're fine. You want some stilts?
Yeah, wait. Break
All right.
half.
Now, river. This is river 2. Yesterday. And all right, 5-minute timer. I'm setting it on my phone. Virtual friends, you're just going to have to hang out. Sing a song or something.
I'm hanging out too.
So that's your story?
Ain't a dam for rivers.
What did you say?
He wants to go to the store. Dam.
All right, timer. All right, timer's counting down, friends.
Timer's counting down. Oh my God.
Break them in
I
half.
didn't actually give them 5 minutes. Neener, neener.
1, 2,
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Now 3 cheers. Here we go. Hip, hip, hooray. Hip, hip, hooray. Hip, hip, hooray.
All right. Yay. All right, timer
It's
going.
not anyone's birthday.
All right, you are down to 3 minutes. 3 minutes. If you need more toothpicks or if you need levies, you've just got to pinch your clay up taller. Now, think about this, guys. Do all the houses need to be on stilts? Because I'm looking around and it looks like you guys put every house in this room on stilts. Then all of them need to be on stilts? No. Think about that.
Levi's at the beginning. Do Levi's at the beginning so it do levies at the beginning so it's bad mood
All right, Riverbed 1 is ready for action. Since you guys are done and ready, I'm going to be write this down. What?
Yeah, you can go
All right, you are 1.5 minutes. 1.5 minutes, engineers.
This has two baskets was this at the beginning. Yours. Oh, it says L. Makes me happy. Let me see. Really? Jeopardy theme song? I have to listen to this for 10 hours? Can we just dance to the party? Why do you have hours?
You didn't need them? Yeah. 1 minute.
Maggie, how was it? Yeah, that's so good.
I saw your booty shaking back there. All right, guys. 15 seconds.
14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
All right. Class. I need your riverbeds. We're ready to roll. Are the riverbeds finished? Okay.
Have you met Parker?
All right, I'm ready with riverbed. Nope. Are we ready? Are we?
Yes, I am.
Jason, give me, no. I didn't say bring that, so that you could destroy it and beat on it. All right, here we go. Riverbed 1. Let's see what they've done. They put stilts on this house. They have definitely built up all sides of the river, and there's even like some stabilizer toothpicks over here on this one side. All right, so Oops, that's a little too close. Calm it down. All right, here we go. Gentle stream. Are you guys looking? Nope. You guys are done with your, I'm sorry, I have a group not following directions. Can you turn around and pay attention? Otherwise, you're not going to be able to fill out your questions since you're not paying any attention. All right, guys, here we go. Riverbed 1, watch the screen. Here we go. Gentle stream. All right. Looks like everything is staying in the riverbed. No house is affected, which that was the same before.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Heavy stream.
Wait. Nothing's flooding.
Nope, even with a really heavy stream and me pouring hard, nothing's leaving the riverbed. Good job, guys. I think the levees really did a good job. That house didn't even need to be on stilts because the levee is doing great. Okay, a little bit did jump out right here, but your levee is shorter right here. So there was a little bit that jumped out over here during the heavy stream, but very, very little. Okay. Oh no, I just shook that one house. Earthquake! Ah! Okay. All right. Right now. So now you are on. Hello. Part number 5. We are collecting data again. Riverbed 1, gentle stream and heavy stream. Part number 5, collecting data for the second time. Gentle stream and heavy stream. What happened? Write your answers down. Your pencil is under your feet. Okay? All right, guys, get going on this. What does that mean? I would love to see complete sentences. If you write one word on here, am I going to know what you're talking about? No. Guys, I need a complete sentence. What happened? What did you see? I literally don't know what that meant when I looked at that one paper I just looked at. All right. Write data number 5. Riverbed 1. Yeah. All right. Please, like I said, write complete sentences. If you're just like, fine. What was fine? The river, the houses? Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Fine. Be specific. All right. Are we ready for Riverbed 2?
Yes.
Riverbed 2. Oh, wait, I'm not. I don't have any floodwaters.
Use the bucket water. Use the bucket. Yeah, use the bucket water. Yeah.
All right, guys, here we go. Riverbed number 2. Class.
Yes.
I'm looking at you wasting toothpicks.
They just come right out.
Okay, so take them right out and put them back in the pile so that I can collect them when we're done and we can use them on a different experiment on a different day. Thanks. All right. Here we go. Riverbed number 2. This is wide, narrow, wide. They put stilts on the houses that flooded, which were all but this guy here, especially these in the middle that had water standing in them. They built up levee right here as it's going into the narrow part, not so much on the narrow part. Interesting. Okay. All right. Gentle stream. We are A-okay on a gentle stream. All right.
it all drain out real quick?
Gentle stream.
Now for the big one.
Ultimate stream now. For the Big Mac.
The Big Mac. All right, here we go. Heavy stream. I am really glad that that front house is on stilts. The stilts are saving some people now.
How would they get down? What if they start shaking and then it collapse?
What I can tell you is that they did not build a levee right up here. There is a spot where there's no levee, and it's definitely, whoa, Lord, definitely escaping where there is not a levee. They only partially built levees, and everywhere that there was not a levee, the water still escaped. However, the houses were safe because they were on stilts, okay? And it never did hit this one house that they didn't put on stilts. This guy just happens to be in a dry part. There was plenty of levee over by him.
Too far from
So these houses on this side would have all gotten wet had they not been on stilts. So the stilts saved them. The levees were incomplete. I think if the levees had been complete, you might not have needed the stilts, but unsure. Okay. All right, write your results for bed number 2. I'm just going to reuse the water.
Finally.
Duh.
I don't want to waste it.
Don't want to waste it.
Save Planet America.
Feed it to Josie's cats. Cam can come give her poodle some water.
Planet America. I don't think Cam was. Can I just put feet in that if you're
Cam's poodles don't want to drink that.
Ew, no. Ew.
They might, actually. I don't know. All right. Finish writing your results for Riverbed 2. And then we've got Riverbed 3. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Our little me. Oh, this house isn't even attached. Earthquake, earthquake, earthquake.
That
All right.
was wiped out. Wait, what is? Wait, that's ours.
Trying to get him down in there a little bit. Okay. Class.
Yes.
Riverbed number 3. They have put stilts on some of the houses, but not all. I am nervous because 2 houses that I know got significant damage last time are not on stilts. These 2 houses over here had significant damage last time, and they chose not to put them on stilts. They did put stilts along the 3 other houses that were in trouble. These 2, I'm not sure if they ran out of time or what, but there is a little bit of a levee over there now. Ran out of time, all right. But there is a levee. There's a levee that looks like all the way around. So let's see, here we go.
That looks good.
All right. Gentle stream on meandering number 3. Oops, hang on. So you can see the whole thing. There we go.
There you go. I think so.
Gentle stream is okay. I don't know if you can tell, but it is completely staying in the riverbed. We are A-okay. Don't even need the stilts or anything. That was Riverbed 3, and this was Gentle Stream. Nothing happened. The water stayed in the riverbed. It was totally fine. Let me see if I can get closer so you guys can see better. All right. Heavy, guys, calm down, settle down. Making sure everybody's watching. I've got a whole team still writing, so hang on. I should have put food coloring in the water notes for next year so you guys could see the water better.
Yeah, you should have. Wait, use Jason's.
Use the crystal water. Ew. All right, here we go. Heavy stream.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Nothing's happening. The levees are helping. It's staying in there. Doesn't even matter that these houses are on stilts. I'll tell you what, one house is a corner of one house is getting it. This house over here that was having earthquake damage earlier, he's catching a bit of it. It's jumping out a little bit, and it's catching that one corner. He's got flooding in his basement.
Look at that house. They look pretty.
All right, there are a couple places, if I really pour it, where it's jumping out. It jumped out of the riverbed right here, so I'm glad that this house was on stilts.
Yeah, we're also
This house right here is right in the bend in the river. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a bend in the river right here, and this house, the corner of it, stop talking. This house was catching a little bit of damage right here. The river bends, and it's right on the bend. I don't know if you can see. Let me move this roof. This little edge, I can't figure out how to get this so you guys can see it. There we go. This little edge right here was catching a lot of damage as the water came around. But overall, all of you guys, oh Lord, this house, I don't even know where it came from. Over here. All right, much better job. Now that you've written your results, you still have one more thing. Step 6. Class. This group is having trouble, and some of you aren't focusing, and you still have work to do. Do you need more time again today? Okay. All right, step 6, we're going to draw more conclusions one more time. Did the engineering changes that you made help? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Write down riverbed 1, riverbed 2, and riverbed 3. Did they help? And if there was anything that still happened, what could you do even better to fix it for next time? Okay. Once you have filled out all of your answers, you can then turn this into the turn-in tray if you're in here. Virtual friends, you can submit it on Seesaw. No, we're not running it again, and we're out of time. We did each one twice. That's all we're doing.
That's several.
But no, what I'm saying is, if you wanted to prepare for another time, if there was anything further you would want to do, because a couple times there was still a teensy bit of damage to some of them. Was there anything that you would do even differently? Or did you go overboard? Okay, we put levees and stilts, but turns out we only needed levees, or we only needed stilts, right? Okay. All right, and then once you're done, guys. That is what I have for today. Virtual friends, do you have any questions? Do you need any clarification on anything on the worksheet? Yeah. Anybody, virtual friends? We all doing anything? Everybody good? I hope. I don't know. I'm pinned. I can't even see you guys.
I'm good.
Hello.
What hands?
Miss Madison. Zico. Go to your appointment.
Oh, thank God. Not me.
No.
Want me to dump this out?
All right, now.
Want me to dump
Yes,
this
very
out?
gently dump it out without spilling and making a mess. All right. That's what I got. I'm going to hit stop record. You guys can finish filling out your worksheets, and we are all set. Hopefully you enjoyed that.